Good evening, everyone. It is January 8th, 2018, and you are in the lab with Lawrence Henderson. So on today, we are going to talk to you all about when it's raining, go plant something. So this concept of going and doing is one that is very conceptual in nature. It's very theoretical and all that good stuff, which I love. But in this topic of doing, that's the difference between people who actually achieve success and people who actually have conversations about hoping for success. And so in this gap is knowing something is important and that gap that exists between actually taking action and actually doing it. So you said you want a new career. You said you want to lose weight. You said you want some more friends. Well, how about you do something about that? Okay, there's an actual gap between that. And so you've already had enough time in your life where you left money on the table. You left goals unachieved. So how about in 2018, you actually stop talking so much about it and you actually let your actions speak for you. All right. So that's number one in the new year. Actually close that gap between what you're actually saying and what you're actually doing. All right. Number two on that list of knowing versus doing is don't be so smart that you don't even start to do anything. Everybody knows that person. It might be you watching this video who you're smarter than the average man or woman, girl or boy, and you talk yourself and conceptualize and you qualify different things so much that you never even actually get started. All right, shut up. How about that? How about you lock it up, close your mouth, actually put the feet in motion. All right, when it's raining, go plant something. All right. Take advantage of an opportunity. All right. There's a nice parable out there about the parable of the talents. And everybody always gets real theoretical about the one, why the one only got one. All right. But there's follow on to that parable where that dignified servant who only got the one talent was, master, I know you got things that you didn't earn and you reap where you have not sown and all this, that, and the other. But there's the end part of that where his master acknowledges him and says, you wicked, slothful servant. You knew that I reaped where I have not sown, and yet you still, knowing who I was, you still went and buried your talent. Don't be that person this year that is burying your talent. Go after it. Pursue it, fail forward. And lastly, for today's is take action with what you know. All right. You may not have the schooling that you need or you think you need for that next career move or that business venture, but go with what you know and then let being connected to the right people fill in those gaps for you. I'm reminded of when I went to go get my John Maxwell certification. And we had a session with John where he said, I wrote the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. And he was like, God, why'd you have me write this book when I'm not all 21? It was like the point wasn't to be all 21. The point was to get around people who could close the gap and connect the dots to the rest of the 21 so he could have a complete staff. And through the people that he was surrounded by, they completed him. And so again, folks, we were meant to do this life together. So running a little long on this one today, y'all. Hope you got something out of it. Continue to follow, share, like, all that good stuff. Find me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all under Boss Lab. You can also find the website, www.bossconsultingllc.net. All right. Continue to support us and what we got going on. And I see my brother Delphine out there doing this thing. We're going to be linking up the Community Leaders Network, him and his crew coming in March. You're going to see more about that, y'all. I'm excited, exciting time in the city of Greater Atlanta. I know my brother Kinston Henderson up in Ohio with the men's event, the Empower You event, support that. And then me and him will be in St. Louis that following week in March, tearing it down at the Magnificent Man Conference in St. Louis. All right. So everyone have a great start to your week. Finish this night strong. For today only, I'm going to say go Dogs. That's it. SEC, that's the only SEC support you'll get out of me. All right. That's it. All right. So have a great one, everyone. All right. Good night.